Hello, welcome to the House of the Spirit. Welcome home. Today, this is going to be a reading about connections and so relationships in general, and they can be romantic or just important connections in our life right now. So, for pile number one, we have Scorpio, Leo, Gemini, and Libra, and your card is Lakshmi with abundance. For the second pile, we have Aries, Aquarius, Cancer, and Pisces. And your card is Yemaya with surrender. For the third pile, we have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and Sagittarius. Your card is Pele with awakening. Okay, beautiful. I will give you a moment for you to choose your pile or your card according with the card or your zodiac sign or even just your intuition. I will see you in your reading. Pile number one, your card is Lakshmi and the keyword is abundance. So this can mean that you have an abundance of connections in your life right now, or that there's a specific connection that represents the source of this abundance. It can have a lot of depth, or it can have a lot of energy exchange. It can mean something material, but it can also mean something spiritual or emotional. So a very nurturing and abundant exchange here. Beautiful. I'm also drawn to the elephants. They're facing, of course, the goddess Lakshmi, but they're also facing each other, and elephants being connected to the concept of memory and intelligence. I don't know why, because usually I'm very drawn to the central figure, the central character, but I don't know why the elephants are very meaningful this time. Maybe it's someone who has been in your life for a very long time. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what else Spirit wants to talk to pile number one about relationships. Main person. Unexpected money. Well, there are a lot of coins here, a lot of treasure. So I think that this is relevant to a relationship that involves some kind of material exchange also. That might be the most important thing right now. And I feel like maybe this is a relationship that is going to enter like a period of great abundance. Imagine it's like a period where when you are going to meet that person a lot, you're going to see a lot of them, you're going to share a lot of things. It can be also sharing a place, maybe. Or sharing like material wealth, or creating a lot of material wealth together. But it's something that's definitely going to happen to you. So it's something It's something that happens to you, but may also bring other people with you. And maybe these are, because I'm also seeing like this generosity here, and it can be on your part or on the other person's part, but I feel like it's more on your part actually, because you're going to have resources to share with a person who you have known for a long time, and it's like you want to be generous, you want to give, because you also have an abundance of your own. It might also be like resources in general. So not only attention or emotional resources, material resources. I even sense like spiritual resources. You have the fairy touching you and kind of giving you this access to this gift. Quite interesting reading, because it has to do with connections. Let's see more about this connection. Oh, secrets. Venus in Scorpio. Venus in Leo with affair. Sun in Virgo with health. Sun in Leo with fortune. Once again, unexpected money, abundance, fortune, health, healing something, having the resources to heal something. And Mercury in Scorpio with extremism. Sorry, I'm processing the story that just came to mind when I was seeing these cards. There was this story that unraveled. We have the Scorpio. Oh, so maybe the secret is like this treasure, like hidden treasure. Something is hidden that is found, that is a very fortunate thing to have found. And now it's like something has changed. So when I saw extremism, I felt like more like a change of heart, or a change, like changing your mind about something, changing your mind about someone also. Realizing that that person that was there all along is the hidden treasure, healing that relationship. Oh. So I don't feel like I see like a specific time frame here, or that it's something that is going to happen immediately. But what I sense here is that it is fated, something that is fated between you and someone else, is that you discover that this person that was there all along is the right person, And it will happen in an instant that you change your mind completely. Like once you establish yourself, it's like once you have like center stage in your life, you will understand that that person was the right person for you. And I'm not saying like it's the one person, but it's the right person for this specific energy to solve itself. And it's the right person to heal a part of you or a part of the world that needs this energy. So that's why I feel like it's something fated. It's like the world keeps turning, but the energy is still wanting to achieve that conclusion. So maybe you had a connection with someone that was put on hold, or that was kept secret somehow, or just mysterious, or separated, or it just didn't quite develop, and needs that something that needs to be brought back to life, that comes from the mystery and the being hidden. And it looks like running into like a treasure. It's almost like you are at home and you are like remodeling, redecorating a part of your home, and because you are moving things around, something falls on the floor and cracks open, and you see, oh, this is exactly what I needed right now, and it's perfect for me. It's like a change of heart, because you it's like you stored that object thinking that, no, I'm not going to throw it away, but I'm not going to use it because it's really not, it doesn't really suit me at all. And imagine that piece of clothes that was a gift, and of clothing that was a gift, and you can't really get rid of it, but you also cannot wear it because you have made up your mind that it's a horrible fashion item or something like that. And then suddenly it becomes exactly what you need to find, but it's somehow secret, it's somehow hidden. Sorry for my stuffy nose, very stuffy nose these days. Okay, let me just focus a little bit on the... So what is this secret thing? Why is it a secret? What exactly are you finding? The High Priestess. Your intuition is going to guide you to this. It is written. It's something that's really fated and written. It's like a prophecy that is going to be fulfilled. The Hermit. Wow. This is reinforcing that feeling of like there's a spiritual significance to this that can't be overstated. I think that you really, it really comes around. Something really comes around, finally revealing itself to you. And this is part of the healing process also. And this is also representing that time apart, that solitude, that reinforced the spiritual side of this relationship. Wow. The Devil, I feel like, yeah, this spiritual side of this relationship attracted a lot of negativity, and it really awakened a lot of demons, let's say, in others and also in yourself. So it can even have triggered things that are related to your relationship with your family, your friends, your childhood, your memories, something really triggering, something that's really it might also be a challenge, because it can make you question a lot of habits that you have, a lot of restrictions. Are they self-imposed? Are they other people's expectations? Is this true for me? There's something about this relationship that kind of crashed your system in a way. It really... And also, like, it's like a part of you was stuck in a moment in time, like a specific moment in time. It was frozen there. It's like it didn't really grow. It's restricted. It's not apparent. It's not... It's like it's below the surface. It's underground. Something's underground. Wow. That's crazy. Because when I for a second, I had a look at the bottom of the deck when I was shuffling right now. And this was the card that was there, and I felt like something powerful. And then I said, no, let me refocus, and I'll shuffle and see what else comes up. And the card comes up. So, wow, powerful. Queen of Cups. This is really about your emotional maturity. I feel like you're coming to terms with something very, very powerful about yourself because of this relationship. It's very, very because it's something so spiritual. I feel like it can be very confusing at times. And there's this default hermit mode here that can be more of a self-imposed, restrictive, like a diet. Like, no, I'm not going to indulge. I'm not going to feel that. I'm not going to let myself be dominated by those feelings. But the Queen of Cups is all feeling, and you have the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups. So I feel like this is a highly spiritual endeavor for you to manage this energy. And the Devil is also reinforcing this erotic side of this specific High Priestess. I chose this deck because it's the Sacred India Tarot deck, and Lakshmi called me, of course, to choose it. And it's such an appeal, visually appealing and sensual deck. To me, it really represents the most beautiful themes of the Indian spirituality. There's a lot about understanding very well how your body translates the senses into spiritual information. This is one of the things that this is my personal experience. I personally think that India is such of course it's such a rich spiritual country. I'm just a very tiny, speck on this great experience, and it's impossible for me to really put it into words. But I feel like this contribution to spirituality is one of the great deeds, one of the great contributions, achievements of the Indian spirit, of the sacredness of India spirituality. And it's also very well represented in tantric traditions. And this is really taking me to that need for self-control, self-understanding, self-control, the comprehension of how you sense the world, so that you are not deceived by the devil. And it's so simple to just say it, and it's extremely complicated, at least in my very humble and small experience, to really understand what this entails, because it's like the fish trying to identify the water. It's like it's like you perceiving the air constantly, you perceiving oxygen constantly. That's also why many meditation practices are about just focusing on the breath, for instance. And it's something that you need to kind of go through. So maybe this is also one of the reasons why there's the sun in Virgo here. Maybe because this relationship triggers so much that you need to kind of take it slowly and bit by bit, and very gently grounding each bit of your perception about your emotional state. Wow. And this is kind of hard to describe, but it's more like trying to constantly identify where, for instance, where in the body is the feeling. So if you're feeling passionate about something, if you're feeling emotional about a memory that you share with someone from your past, for instance, and that relationship is really triggering for you, it's really strong, and it really makes you feel like you're out of control, or that you're kind of deviating from your norm. Trying to understand where that sensation is in your body and being there, just being in that moment, studying that feeling without engaging with the desires that it triggers. So for instance, if you're feeling like an itch on your hand, to try to understand the itch and not interact with it. So no scratching, no movement, no nothing, just your perception working with itself. I don't know why I'm just rambling about meditation, but I don't know. This is a very spiritual process, and I feel like the method you use, and being methodical, Sun in Virgo, is the way to heal. The Judgment, the Sun. Wow. Knight of Discs, bit by bit, working every single day. Pages of arrows or swords. I feel like you're getting bite-sized information and you can access it, but the purpose of the final purpose of this is a massive closure. So I think this is like a moment of make or break, and maybe this is also, now I'm understanding the extremism here, because it's like a moment that is like going to make or break this relationship. So either this person continues in your life or it's over. But you have to keep working on this sensation, on the sensations and the the bodily feelings and knowledge sorry, that is in your body, so that you can heal bit by bit. And you're getting the downloads. I feel like you're getting the information. It's coming slowly. And maybe it's even coming in moments where when you are working on something else, you're focused on something else, and you're not really open to this. But it just comes very naturally. Temperance, more healing, relationship. So I feel like whatever happens to this specific relationship, this is something that heals also relationships in your life that are not connected to this specific person. Because I feel like this reading is focused on one specific person that is like the trigger of, it's like ground zero. This person really knows the buttons, they have to push. And I don't think that it's something they do with ill intent, although you have the devil here. But I feel like this is something that's part of the spiritual path of everyone involved. And it's about the release, the liberation that comes from that knowledge. The Knight of Cups. I feel like this person really likes you, and it's honest and it's authentic. Page of Cups. It's really, really loving, and it's I feel like it's pure and innocent. The devil here is almost like this interference that's coming from the past or something. This it's more like a reaction. I feel like the devil is the reaction. It's almost like how do I say it? Like a rebel without a cause. Like someone who is constantly rebelling against something and they can't really understand why. They feel that anger or that resentment or that, that awkwardness. Like everything is inappropriate. Everything is making you feel too much or making you feel too little. Everything is blocked. The Three of Wands. I really reinforce the idea that you already know this person. Possibly this person has been in your life for a long time. Something is not... There's a connection there that's inevitable, that's, undeniable, but something is kept a secret or something is unfulfilled. The Ace of Cups. So something is starting again between you. I feel like there's this reigniting of something from the past, and you're going to get closure. You're going to have, either you have a massive download or but I feel like there's a pathway towards that massive conclusion. And I said in the beginning that I don't see a time frame. I just see something fated. So what? Why? What about that? The Empress. This is learning the way to love. Learning the ways of love. Learning a love language. And the Empress is Lakshmi. Again. And I feel like the time it is taking for you to understand that deeper connection that you have with this person is also a part of the treasure that this person brings into your life. It's the depth, the soulfulness, it's a love that transcends the time, even the time frame of a human life, because the elephants, they live longer than us. They have great memories, great wisdom. And I'm not saying that this is unrealized. It's going to be unrealized. I actually think that something's definitely happening. So because the Empress is the mother, maybe 9 months from now. So that would be October, November, around that time. Yeah. Let me just think about it for a while. So I was thinking that maybe this isn't really a time frame thing. But if it is, I would say it's like the time frame of the mother. That's how I'm sensing that energy that has to do with the body, and it's like the incarnation of something new. So December would be the closer candidate, but I feel like also there's something here about trends in money, trends that have to do with how money is exchanged. I don't know. So strange. So maybe this has something to do. So this relationship develops itself. It keeps growing. It's like it keeps growing because the Empress is growing and growing and growing, right? It keeps growing, but it's also really connected to the material abundance. So something will grow and grow and grow until that time comes. So interesting. It has its own time. It also has, because, you know, when pregnancies have their own time and babies, they choose their own time, that there's this feeling of having their own time, but only growing. And I feel like something is already happening. Something is already in the works. There are signs already. And those signs are just coming like little drops, little nudges. Beautiful. Thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I hope to see you again very soon. Bye. Pile number 2. Your card is Yemaya with surrender. Sorry, this is not focusing. I don't know why. Okay. And Yemaya is about surrendering to something greater, to something, giving up something to have something better, surrendering yourself, your beliefs, your expectations to a greater energy. Very interesting. Okay. What else do we have for pile number 2? About connections, relationships, important relationships in pile number 2's life. Do we have more? Okay. 3. Main person. So this is you. Court. And sad news. So this is really about this surrender. But surrendering something means that you are open to other people's energy. And the court can also be that justice being done, that equilibrium, that balance that is coming. It comes from other people, other people's judgment. Okay. What is this about for pile number 2? Okay. The moon in Leo with appreciation. Jupiter in Taurus with status. Sun in Sagittarius with enthusiasm. Sun in Capricorn with achievement. Sun in Leo with fortune. And Moon in Virgo with order. Interesting. Okay. So it's like you're being seen as someone else. You're being seen as someone different. And I think it's like you have to make sacrifices so that you can achieve that state, that thing, that order that's coming for you. And it is an order where I think that literally your enthusiasm is going to be appreciated fully. It's like you are seen in a more complete way. So what is it that you need to surrender? Oh, I get it. So I feel like you need to surrender to this process because this is more of a mission. It's like a life mission. So I think you need to surrender a certain expectation related to, is it a connection or is it connections in general? Because I feel like it's more connections in general because we have the court here. It's a very like a neutral approach to something. The Knight of Pentacles. There's someone here that's coming through. So what is this sad news? What is this feeling of maybe unmet expectations, or what is this sad news about in general? Oh. 7 of Wands. I feel like it's a generalized feeling of not not being appreciated for who you really are, not being appreciated for it's like your current form hasn't been seen, and other people are facing you in a way, or just going towards you in a way that's not your true way. It's not your true self. So what do you need to do to change this? The Ace of Cups. The Empress. And Judgment. I feel like it's a need to grow past something. It's also, this is also the mother card. So the Having children is something that is also an achievement that might bring a new order to things. So that's one aspect of this. But this is, to me, it's like growing up, growing past something, growing past. So what is this situation that you have to grow past from? Two of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles. Maybe it's a choice that you made. It's a compromise, but I don't know, there's this sense of betrayal here also. I don't know why I feel that. Why do I feel this betrayal energy? This is the Queen of Cups. Betraying your feelings, choosing something that is not aligned with who you are. The Emperor. You have the Emperor and the Empress. And the Eight of Pentacles in the middle. Developing a skill, working on something. Working on a relationship, maybe. The Five of Pentacles. So I feel like maybe working on a specific relationship has left you a bit drained and disappointed. Or just not, it's like you're not receiving as much as you are giving. It's keeping you in a state of lack, and you need to change that. You need to grow past that. You need to find something new. Possibly you need to just add something to your life and not remove. I don't think it's like growing past the situation is not about ending something, although you have the Judgment here. But I don't see a lot of like cutting or ending something. I see more of balancing act. So carefully tending to your loving side, your caring side, your being allowing yourself to love parts of yourself that aren't seen. And maybe there's someone here who is reinforcing that negativity, that negative side of some, like a part of you that you feel like is negative. Or that you feel like you're lacking attention. You're lacking enthusiasm and passion, and something is lacking. You need to balance. You need to juggle. You need to add something to your life. 10 of Wands. King of Pentacles. The Tower. To me, with order here, it's like building, and it's like you need a new building. You need a new structure. And there's this need to work on something diligently. there's this need to rely upon someone, to rely upon something strong. The Five of Wands. You know, the 5 and the 7, there's conflict here. And maybe this is the part of where there's the sad news, like there's conflict here. There's someone who represents conflict, loss, not having, not enough. Four of Pentacles. I feel like you really need to rely on your own achievements in a way that kind of builds a castle for you. You need to have like a castle, a territory. You need to assert yourself strongly. You need to keep doing. It's like you are maturing. You are gaining status. You are gaining importance. You need to work on that. And I feel like at this time, it's important for you to open yourself to like the square, the town square, to share ideas with others, to share your achievements, to know very well your worth and who you are and what you can give and what you can't. Really manage this very well. This is about resources also. So I feel like resources, material resources, inner resources, your attention, your time is something that you need to value very, very much. And for that to happen, I feel like you have to not give so much attention to other things that are not giving you this sadness. There's conflict there. There's maybe this person has an inner conflict that is kind of contaminating your emotional, your possibilities, your emotions, your perspective. The Six of Swords. So this, to me, this is really like a departing of this sadness. You have, and I feel like this is something that really, really depends on you. So this is an action that you have to take so that your relationships are sounder and stronger and more authentic and are more productive for you, that are more rewarding. You really need to depart from this sadness and move towards a new order, a way of doing things, a new. So for instance, if you put other people first and then you go about your life and you're always checking with someone or trying to see are they feeling okay, like treating someone almost like a baby or a child, or having this really nurturing motherly, you have that skill. I feel like you have that motherly skill really well honed, but it's depleting you. It's depleting your resources that need to go towards building your structure, your own kingdom. And I feel like once you build that kingdom, it's like having a very strong ego or very strong identity. Other people will come to the town square and you can interact with them in a way that represents your achievements, that really reflects who you are, and it starts attracting what you need instead of what you want right now, possibly, because maybe this surrender comes from that wanting something from someone specific, and maybe you need to kind of decentralize, let's say, that that need. It's almost like in, the cliche of the codependent relationship, that if you're trying, it's like you're trying to get something that from someone, a specific type of attention or recognition that usually comes from the collective and not, or that is more, it's truer, it's more authentic if it comes from the collective than if it comes from that specific person. So for instance, if you have a really close friend who is saying like, oh, you deserve everything, you're great, your work is so fantastic, you're such a good person, loving person, and you get that recognition from that person, and it's like it fills your cup so as just enough so that you are not then inclined to pursue other avenues that might bring you a lot of recognition and appreciation from other types of people, like people you're not really like so deeply connected, but the fact that they recognize you is really strong and is something very deep. And I feel like you need more of that than, the motherly connection right now. I think you need to grow past something. You need to leave it behind. You need to go towards something completely new. It's like a reset. I feel like you need a reset. That's why maybe this is something that you don't want to hear right now. So if it doesn't resonate, just leave the reading. It's fine. Just move on. But if there's something that's kind of it's kind of mild, it's kind of lukewarm in your life, something that you feel like you need more engagement, like I need more, I don't have enough. This is not having enough, like enough resources, enough attention, enough love. I need more. Maybe you need to expand your horizons, and for that you need to reset something. You need to hit that reset button and start over to build your kingdom. It is an effort, but it is an effort that is very, very rewarding, and it also comes with a bonus, extra expanded consciousness of who you are and of your capabilities. Interesting. Beautiful reading. Thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I hope to see you again very soon. Bye. Pile number 3. Your card is Pele, the Hawaiian goddess, and the key word is awakening. So it's a very passionate, fiery card. So I feel like you are maybe awakening or having a passionate beginning with someone. Okay. So, connection, relationships. Do we have something for pile number 3? We have sad news. It's hard to focus. Meetings. And gaining a lot of money. It's also interesting that all the frames of the cards are matching. And this deck has different frames that are kind of varying in the deck. It's almost like this is the same theme, but different things are going in. They're happening like a cartoon. So I feel like there's some sort of negotiation here that is achieving a great result for you. There's this focus on making the right bet, betting on the right horse. Interesting. So what more do we have for pile number 3? Pertaining connections, relationships. Okay. Order, Moon in Virgo, Venus in Capricorn with convention. Order and convention, patterns, repeating patterns. Also here, like a repeating pattern. Saturn in Gemini with concentration. Mars in Virgo with criticism. And Venus in Taurus with romance. Maybe you're seeing something as an objective. You're focusing. It's like you also see the hands of Pele. They're kind of joining together, and then you have this concentration of power, this centralizing power, the pointing. It's like specific, being specific, saying something specific that creates a new narrative or a new story or a specific story that is a pattern. It's almost like learning about a story, knowing more about something. Okay, so let's see what else we have. Ooh, 9 of Wands. Pressure's building. King of Cups. Self-control. Seven of Pentacles. Managing resources, managing what you have, being conservative. Knight of Swords. Or maybe taking a conservative view on something. Knight of Swords. It's like preferring the conservative option, but I feel like something changes when you meet someone or when you talk to someone about what is happening. So this is the point where the relationship either starts or changes. And I feel like maybe you're having a conversation that kind of awakens a passion, awakens something deep in you. It can be someone new that you meet, or it can be someone who is already in your life, who you know already. 10 of Pentacles. Maybe it's a relationship that's already in your life, and it's getting to a certain point, like a specific point in its development. 10 of Swords. It's possibly, it can be a make or break moment, but it can also be just the moment when everything changes. But why is everything changing? How is it changing? 6 of Wands. It's overcoming something. Being victorious over something, a challenge, justice. I heard like being a hero, being the heroic person, taking charge, being the heroic character. Wheel of Fortune. There's something here also about playing by the rules, or knowing the rules of the game, let's say, understanding more about the rules, like the rules of engagement, the rules of real relationship, focusing your efforts in a specific, having a specific direction or a specific place to put your focus. Like, it's like knowing exactly what the point is. Knowing exactly, being precise. Knowing exactly what to do. The 8 of Swords. Yeah, after a period of not knowing, of not seeing. It's like I can't see. Something is blocking my view. But then there's this eye-opening moment that sets the tone, that sets the pattern. 10 of Cups. It's like you know the path to the 10 of Cups is fulfillment and also overflowing of your dreams, your love and romantic relationship aspirations. So it's like knowing the path towards that, knowing exactly what to do after a period of not seeing, not knowing. And it comes from a meeting, it comes from a conversation maybe, or a negotiation. And it is the path to growth. Gaining a lot of money is having a stroke of luck. And maybe, so maybe this is something like casual, something that happens without you really planning. Oh, so you have convention and order. So it's like there's a repetitive pattern, and then there's something that breaks the norm, something that comes unexpectedly into your life, and it changes an existing relationship, or it brings you a new one. Two of Pentacles. And the 3 of Cups. So maybe this is an addition in your life. Maybe this it can also confront you with the choice. It can be like choosing someone over someone else, this person over this one. I don't know. Or maybe this way of acting over the other. So breaking convention, but knowing exactly, it's like, I know exactly what to do. Now I'm not, excuse me, acting from just habit and repetition. Because I don't think that it's choosing someone over someone else, because choosing a person over someone else, because there's the Three of Cups is about authenticity coming together. There's nothing hidden. There's just this harmonious, authentic connection. So maybe there's a certain balance that you need to achieve so that you can enjoy an authentic connection with someone. Justice is also balance and authenticity. Like there's a reasonable conversation. I feel like there's this negotiation here with the gaining a lot of money. The Lovers. That choice. So it can be making the right choice about a person. But I don't see as, the Chariot. I feel like this is the way you exert your will. So the way you focus, what you focus on. So I feel like someone is going to be the focus, your focus. You're going to direct your passion and your energy towards this person. It's more focused on the romantic side, on the loving side, on creating this perfection, this vision of perfection of the Ten of Cups, and leaving behind this sadness, leaving behind the dark patterns. But because the darkness came from not seeing, you had a blindfold on. So it's like you only saw like specters, like shadows, and like very fuzzy, formless people. So it's like, you know who they are, you know who that person represents in your life, but instead of that person having a very high resolution image in your mind, it's like there's this blur, and you can't really see, and you can't understand where they come from. You don't understand why they do the things they do, and something happens that is a little bit unexpected, that kind of makes it very clear. And it makes it authentic. It makes it King of Swords. Truthful, authentic, clear, crisp. Very, very crisp. Very defined. It's like going from this really blurred picture and hard to kind of discern, to having a very clear mind, very focused, like now I know exactly what to do to kind of win this person's heart, or to make our connection stronger, or to make myself seen by this person. Or not, now I know exactly what that person wants. It's like now I can be the hero. So yeah. Remember in the beginning I was saying about rules of engagement, like knowing the rules, knowing, you know, the pattern, you know, you're going to understand what to do. It's coming soon. So maybe there's a time frame. Is there a time frame here? Page of Wands. Wow. I feel like it's in a few days. It can be hours or days. It's very quick. It's coming really quick. It's fiery. It's very it clears your mind so much. It's like, because you clear your mind, you're able to focus on the more romantic aspects. That's interesting. It's almost like you distract your mind because you focus on a point. You distract your mind so that you can finally feel the feels, let's say, so that you can indulge in the more pleasurable aspects, or so that you can enjoy your passions in your body, even like the feeling that comes from loving someone or from wanting someone to be in your life, from the desire, from the embrace. So I see this as you becoming like a powerful counterpart for someone, and creating something of a dream, like a dream come true for you and that person, knowing how to exercise your will and your desires, how to use your energy and direct it so that you come to an authentic place with this person where you are pure about how you feel, pure about what you want, what is your dream, what are your desires, and sharing those in this special meeting. So I feel like this is the fulcrum of this reading, is this meeting that's happening. It's coming in a few days, so, and it's warm and hot and passionate. So yeah, I'm feeling it, like the enthusiasm that's behind that focus. It's like harnessing the energy and using it to produce this dream, this it's more like it's not only a dream, because sometimes the word dream is very ethereal. I feel like this is very concrete, a very specific image of how you want to achieve things, and you get to this pattern, you get to this knowledge, and it opens up the possibilities for you. So interesting. So it's coming soon. Prepare for this very like clear picture of what you are going to strive for with someone else that is going to feel like it's a counterpart. It's very powerful, dynamic relationship, and it's also one that it brings a lot of authenticity. It brings you to, it's like your being, your inner state can come to the surface, and it can express itself, manifest itself in your actions. Thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I hope to see you again very soon.